So we're about to pick up our food at this place right here. Hopefully it's good. Alright guys, so we just got our order, Super Rapsa. And this for the pod tonight. We'll show you what it's gonna be.
What are you guys doing here?
Alright, what are you guys doing? Yeah. Alright, catch ya. Restart in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's up, guys? We're out here again for another podcast episode, 3 Steaks in a Pod. This is Paul, CJ, and Ben, and we're here doing another dinner date with you guys. As you can
I
see,
stop right now, real quick?
Yeah, that's
can you guys please like the video? If you're watching on YouTube, can you guys like the video and hit the subscribe button, please? Helps us out a ton. And comment, even if it's a bad comment. Last week's comment, we got a comment on what to eat this week. So could you please comment on what you want us to eat next week? Whenever you watch this.
Welcome to
Cheapsteaks. Let's go.
All right. For real,
Oh yeah, speaking of, someone commented for what we should eat this week, right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm lost now.
Sorry, I cut you off.
Yeah.
Where were we at?
But as you can see, we're always here for a dinner date with you guys. And we always like to bring food to the table because I think food is a common thing that can bring a lot of people together. And it's actually a special one today because someone in our YouTube page actually commented down below. And you guys can freely comment down below what you guys want us to eat.
We read these comments.
Yeah, we read these comments.
There's only one.
So we actually found a place that someone suggested. Well, they suggested a cuisine. And funnily enough, this isn't our go-to kind of cuisine.
I wonder why.
But we're eating Filipino food tonight.
Yeah.
And we've managed to find a place that's local to all of us. And we're about to show you guys what we got.
Yeah.
Where do we go then?
Okay. Oh, later. It is Papa, yeah, it's Papa. Go mama. Real quick, go mama.
There you go, Into. We're Into.
Sorry, that was Into, yeah, that was Into. My bad, guys.
But yeah, where are we eating tonight, guys?
What are we eating for?
Well, where are we eating? Where have we all gone? I'm happy to start sharing. Where do we go?
I think they already saw it in the opening clip, though.
Oh,
yeah, they did actually.
Where do we eat?
Well, if they were paying attention, we went to.
So it's not a secret.
We went to Super Rapsa in Dandenong. I'm not sure if you guys are local to it or know what it is.
There.
But because of the comments down below, we're like, all right, we'll go check it out. We'll go check out a Filipino cuisine. This one we know is quite local to all of us. So I think we've all ordered something different tonight. I hope we've ordered something.
We didn't tell each other. It was very hard, to be honest, for all of us. We knew we were going to eat Filipino for a week, and we still had the same problem of, I don't know what I'm going to order. We really had that issue. I had that issue.
Yeah. So, well, Ben's already got his food out, so I'm going to ask.
Yeah. I was already setting it up.
Go, Ben.
What you?
So we got here. They call this. We got long silog.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Went with a breakfast menu item.
Yeah.
In the Philippines, this is a breakfast type of item for sure. Consists of garlic rice.
Oh, yum.
And you got these depending on where you're from in the Philippines, you make these sausages differently. They're sort of pork sausages, either sweet or garlic flavor, so sweet or savory.
Yep.
I have no idea if Super Rapsa does it sweet or savory, but hey, we'll find out. And there's actually an egg, but I tipped the takeaway container that way, and the egg ended up in the bottom of the rice. So there's an egg in there.
It's fried egg, right? Sunny side up.
Yeah. Or however it's cooked. And then I just got a side of tocino, which is also another a pork.
I didn't actually
sweet
see that.
Pork. Sweet pork.
Nice.
Okay.
That's still in the container because you know how it is. Just get that, put it on the plate, and devour.
All right. Well, all right. That's cool. Okay. That's a good way to kick off tonight. What do you got, Paul?
Well, I almost went for one dish, and at the last minute, I ended up getting a silog dish as well. I got so silog is pretty much just for you guys. So we call it a silog dish. Just to continue adding is because itlog is the word for egg, and silog pretty much means the word before it will just determine what kind of it's egg and rice is there, and then it's like what meat do you get. So Ben got longanisa, so log silog. I got the pork tocino actually.
Oh, okay.
So I've got the tossilog.
So here, I want to interrupt real quick.
Yeah.
I was charged the same amount as if I were to get this with rice and egg, but they said that they would give me more pork to make up for the no rice and egg. So I was like, well, that's okay because I got some plain rice that I'll probably eat this with tomorrow or something.
I ended up asking for extra tocino and said $2. I was like, okay, and I got myself an extra garlic rice.
What? Why couldn't they just charge me $2 to get the freaking tocino on the side? Anyway,
so this is extra. This is extra garlic rice in the whole.
You got 2 meals
and Filipino style. So we'll see how we go. And I also got something else later, which I'll reveal. But this is tossilog, that log silog. You can have spam silog. You can have, beef.
Dang silog.
You can have dang silog, which is just check their menu out.
Fish, I think it is.
I'm pretty keen and excited. So garlic rice, I'm happy to see how that goes.
Yeah.
And
love the garlic rice.
Yeah, and I just
if you haven't had garlic rice, ask your Filipino friends about garlic rice, and they'll tell you how good it is.
Just wash it down with some 7-Up. It was funny though. It's a Filipino place. I asked them to have my food ready by 5:50 p.m. I ordered it at 5. And judging by Filipinos, I was a bit worried. The food was ready by 5:30, and I was thinking, yo, this is way ahead of Filo time. This is 20 minutes early. So, hey, it was good that they got it early. So yeah, how about you, CJ? What you get?
So I ordered 2 things as well, but I'm sharing this one I'm showing you now. It's pancit canton.
Oh,
what would you like?
But this is the veggie version. Right off the bat, it's a bit watery. I've never had pancit watery.
Oh.
Yeah, like there's a bit of
like watery or soupy.
Soup kind of. I don't know.
Soupy.
But I'm not eating this. Just someone else is eating this.
Someone else.
So they'll let us know. But I think I went with the same trend, and I got myself some tapsilog.
No way! What? No way! So mind you, guys, we did not tell each other what we were getting.
Yeah, we actually didn't tell each other what we were getting. We all kept it like secret.
Yeah.
But
so you got the beef. See?
Yeah, I got the beef. So we've got a good variety here to tell you guys which one's the best. I'm just gonna pass this over.
Wow, I almost got the pork limpo. I almost got it, and the last second I changed.
So those listening at home, what I got was basically the beef version. If you think about it, it's sort of like, I don't know, it looks like a beef bulgogi. In my
oh yeah,
it sort of looks like a beef bulgogi.
What's that face? What's that?
And it's got egg and rice. So, yeah. There you go, guys. Look, if you comment down below and you actually want to try a restaurant, but you're not game to try it.
I know.
If you tell us in the comment section down below, we'll actually go and try it. We'll actually go and set the.
Well, sure. I'm so down.
If you don't want to try the food,
run out of ideas. Really, is what we're trying to say.
Look, we're in the southeast suburbs. If for some reason there's a place that you want to try, but you're scared to, purchase it, if it's good, we'll do it for you.
Guys, so the best way to do this, you get a little bit of that pork, you get a little bit of that egg, a little bit of that rice, right here. Ooh, and then just throw that inside your mouth.
My quick judgment so far is my egg. You want a good silog dish is the egg. When it's on top of your rice, you poke it and you let the yolk run through the rice. I've got like a over fried egg.
Yeah,
so
me too.
I don't know if it's standard or it was badly cooked or I was meant to mention it. So
mine was pretty good. It's just a little bit undercooked in the middle, which I love. I like that little bit of flow in that egg right there.
Oh man, I got a straight hard-boiled fried egg.
For me, I think my beef is a bit dry. I don't know, like it's not amazing, but it does. When I close my eyes and I eat this, I'm like, yeah, that's breakfast. Like
yeah. It takes me back to when I was younger.
It does.
When Dad used to make it every Sunday, this was the thing. Like, we used to cook every single egg like in the carton. He used to cook all dozen of the eggs, and like everything we had and all the rice, and that was like the Sunday morning. That's how you got kicked started on Sunday morning. It takes me back, that's for sure.
It was funny when I was choosing today. I was like, for some reason, I still wanted pork. And like earlier today, I had a banh mi, so I really enjoyed like the pork. And I think, maybe I could have something else. But I want crispy pork again. But anyways, I was with TJ, and we went for we went to banh mi, and we were walking in the park, TJ.
Yeah, and we saw a kid who was getting attacked by a magpie.
Little 3-year-old.
Like full, like the magpie was about to swoop on the kid, and me and Paul were like,
"No way!
Whoa!" Like,
what's up with magpies?
3-year-old kid laughing, enjoying. Mum walking towards it, run away, kid. Ha ha ha.
He wasn't afraid?
No.
He didn't get it. He was like 3. Magpie was just like hanging around trying to get him.
Yeah. But then the story doesn't end there. Like, so we're like continuing on our walk, and then me and Paul are like passing under a tree, and all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I see something black, followed by like flapping, and I was like, "Oh!" And Paul was like in front of me, and he ducked, and there was a bird that swooped at us.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
Damn.
As Paul was dodging the swoop, his neck cramped up.
Whiplash.
And so Paul was like,
how'd you dodge it like this? Or?
No, I kind of went like I heard it in the last second. I went, ooh, like really quickly. I just ducked like that. And then I started like running like this, like really like cramped up going.
Like no neck head.
And then as we got out to like a safe zone, Paul was like, my neck's cramped, my neck's cramped, my neck's cramped.
CJ massage it.
And so I had to like stand there massaging his neck because his neck was cramped.
While moving at the same time? Or?
No, when we got to a safe spot, yeah.
Oh, when you got to the car.
Like someone else's car, actually. Just
social
from the safe
distancing.
spot. Yeah. Away from that magpie. But you know what that reminds me of? In my first primary school in St. Albans, the basketball courts there, they used to have plovers. So I don't think they're magpies. They're called plovers. It could be something else. And I remember there was plover season at our school, and they used to like tell us to not go on the basketball courts because you would get swooped. So I remember being a kid, if you wanted to have fun, you would purposely go to the basketball courts. I was like 7 or 8, and you would you'd throw stuff at the big hanging trees over with a tennis ball, and then they would come to you, and you would run and just dive. So and they would get real low. People did get hurt. Like you get like the odd hit from a bird, and so that was our activity. I remember in primary school for a season until it got a bit serious, and they're like, "Yeah, you banned the basketball court during this period of time because kids are getting hurt." It used to be so fun to run from them in primary school. Like that was a good memory for me.
That was a good memory. Being swooped by a magpie.
Yeah, man, that's living on the edge as a kid.
I don't think that was actually the first time I've ever been swooped by a magpie today. Like
I've never been swooped by a magpie.
Yeah, because we've never had trees in that area. So when we played outside, like magpies never were a thing.
Not even at school, I don't think. In primary school, not even there. Because like, I don't know. I don't ever remember that happening. At least, maybe I was playing too much Foursquare to even be around all the magpies. might have been it.
Did you guys ever look forward to the chip packets in primary school? You know, like the ones that have like
I wish
TAZOS and stuff.
Yeah.
Man, those were the bomb. Like,
I never got them. Never got chip packet.
Oh really?
Yeah, never really got my recess was always only like muesli bars or something.
Oh yeah.
Like the generic branded ones. And man, I dreamed like as a kid, I always wanted the chips for recess. You'd see the kids on the schoolyard with the chips.
The kids with the burger and twisties and stuff like that.
Yeah, man, I wanted it so bad. I never got to have it though. And even buying it at the canteen was like, seriously, like how do you guys have the money to buy like junk food at the canteen?
What was the giveaway again? It was like Dragon Ball Z TAZOS or something, I remember.
Yeah, they had I remember there would be the Dragon Ball Z discs.
It was Dragon Ball Z and there was like Space Jam.
TAZOS, yeah.
Yeah, TAZOS.
Man, you're right, man. If you like just to get the this rice is like stuck to this paper. To get like the TAZOS Dragon Balls. Oh, this is look. All right, I'm gonna turn this around so people can see.
Oh,
damn.
This is bad. Dude,
yeah,
TAZOS like it was rare you'd have to save your money just to get like that $1.50 so you can buy yourself a TAZO packed French fry or something like that. And you're right, these kids are just like every day, and then like they got massive stacks in rubber bands. Like what? Like how do you get so many like Dragon Ball Z TAZOS, man? The jealousy was real.
You went. Yeah.
But did you guys?
Was there a game behind it, or you just kind of like collected it and showed it off?
I think there is like an actual game to it. Like, I think you're meant to flip them.
Yeah. Was it flipping or throwing at the wall?
Was it throwing at the wall?
Did you guys throw it at the wall?
I just threw marbles at the wall.
Marbles? No, we threw the discs at the wall.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is new. I've never played any of these games.
So whoever was the closest to throw their disc at the wall won. And so you go and you challenge, and you'd be like, depending on what the value of your disc was.
Yeah.
Like if it was like the condition of it, the amount of times that so if I had a higher value disc than the guy I was versing, he would have to throw his disc closer to the wall more times than I would, so I can beat his disc. So it was like I only have to win twice, whereas you have to win 5 times.
Oh, I get you.
Because the value of my disc is.
So you got to win the value. I get you. Yeah.
Yeah, to balance it out.
Yeah. I never played TAZOS like that ever.
That sounds right.
Yeah, go Paul.
That sounds right, Ben. But how did you play if you didn't have the chip packets to get TAZOS? How'd you get TAZOS?
Me?
Sorry, you said you.
It's in mine though. That was a gulp. It's like you had that much rice trying to swallow it down in your throat.
You said that you didn't have chip
You
back
didn't
in Chicago, but you were able to play.
Hey?
You were able to play without having.
Oh, like I watched the kids. Like it was the hype, man. It was the hype in the day. So you'd see the kids play, and that's what they did. And then like
No, you didn't trade anything to get trade someone else something else to get some.
Nah, I didn't hustle like that.
Me and Ben used to always play marbles though. We used to play marbles a lot. Like
and you'd have to hit each other with the marbles, yeah.
You have to hit the marble, yeah. Like
or you have the circle.
Oh, do you just throw it?
Yeah, we threw it.
Roll it.
You start off with a throw, and then you kind of like. Oh, I think there's different games.
So we rolled it, and you had the bum bag that had all your marbles in it.
Yeah.
You like open up the bum bag, and then someone would come up and approach you. And
when you buy it,
what do you have?
When you buy it, it comes in the fishnet kind of stocking.
Yeah. And then so like you grab it out and you pull out what you got.
Yeah.
Everybody had the cat size. That was like the easiest one to have. Cat size was like, I don't want those.
Common marble, not rare.
Yeah. And then there were the Steelies, which I never knew how people even got their hands on.
I never knew how like people had Steelies.
You know what I realized? I think Steelies were just like ball bearings, some of them.
And they were heavy. They were heavy, and so when you threw your little marble at it, it didn't even move.
Yeah.
They were like ball bearings. But you know what's crazy? How you guys think Steelies and cat's eyes? Like, was there a book of the names of marbles? I don't think there was. This is again not one of those Google things. This is one of those.
Nah, we made it up.
Like, what would you call? Like I know there was like a dark blue or a light blue. It's called like a witch or a wizard or something. And it'd be like blue and yellow. We call it like witches and wizards for like a dark blue color or a Venus.
I never had any of those, so I wouldn't know.
I don't know.
I only had the cat's eyes.
Yeah, had the most common one.
I had like those little ones, and they look like coronavirus. Actually, this is called China because they're really little. Or like Galaxy.
Oh yeah, I remember
Galaxy. Galaxy.
Those were actually really
cool. They were like different, like bluey. Did you guys have like a blue one that you called bluey?
Bluey, yeah.
I might have made that up when I was a kid or something. Just came up with it.
Just the name.
Then you had to tap. Right, so like if you had a Steely, you had to, and you were versing a cat size, it was sort of the same concept. You had to tap it like 5 times. You'd have to hit it like 5 times to earn it. No,
we played. It had to be in a circle, and you had to knock the marbles out.
Yeah,
kind of like lawn bowls, but for marbles.
Yeah, yeah, that was the way that it was meant to be played. We just played in the playground, and we just like threw them around in the playground, and you had to like hit each other.
We had a different it was just kind of like you had like your initial serve, and then there's like an area, but you just had to like knock it into them. But like if you miss them, you'll end up a bit closer, and then they might hit you. Just kind of like a hit, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think. It's funny how we all had marbles. Marbles something was grade 4. How about you guys?
I don't remember.
Really, my whole entire primary school.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't.
Stay true. We stayed true throughout.
I remember more playing in front of like Ben's house with marbles, as opposed to like playing at school.
Oh.
Okay.
I actually still have my marbles like in this little container. I put all my rares there. I had like my basic cat's eye one, like
the rares.
Pro gone now. It's a bunch of rares. Like one day they'll be worth something.
Yo, talking about worth something. Do you have any Pokemon cards lying around?
No.
Do you?
I wish I did.
That was another one. I always wanted the Pokemon cards, but I never got them.
Have you seen the prices on like the resale value of like a Charizard or like you know the
50,000?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is it like glittery?
Yeah, like the holo.
Like holographic kind of.
It's crazy.
Holographic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like I actually,
but it's like the one.
Was there even a way to play Pokemon cards?
Yeah, it was a proper trading card
Yeah.
game. We were just too kiddie to too childish to understand.
It was also just the pictures that were like, this is cool.
Like you'd have your folder, you slip it in. Like I actually do not know. Like I know I had Pokemon cards. I just do not know. I remember making up some big deals for it. But like one thing I will remember for Pokemon cards as a kid, I was 7 years old. I was doing Taekwondo. I asked the store in Kilo Downs when are Pokemon cards coming out, your next stack, because it's sold out like this. It was just kept on selling out.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting a new shipment in on Saturday. Okay, cool. That Saturday was my like test to get my yellow belt. My mum said you have a choice: get your yellow belt, or go to Kmart in the morning to try to get Pokemon cards. What do you guys think I did?
Pokemon cards.
Pokemon cards.
Pokemon cards, man.
Close, man.
And you know what happened? I got there, and they're like, "No, we're sold out."
Oh.
And so, on the next week, like whatever day I went to training for Taekwondo, the people who were white belt with me, they were all on their yellow belt, and I was like, I was still on my white belt, and I was just like, man, this sucks.
Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made.
Mistakes, and I don't think I continued on for Taekwondo much longer. I was like, man, these guys are yellow belt already. All for Pokemon.
You're too far behind.
All for Pokemon cards, man. Like I made some trades for those things back in the day. How about you guys?
Nah, I didn't happen.
Never. Like I just got a booster pack or whatever, like that one time, which had like 5 cards or whatever in it, and that was it. That's all I had. But I never really had
chips?
Like.
They didn't, did they?
Yeah, but then some kids had like the stack. Like their stack was this thick,
and they put elastic like a rubber band around it, and you were just like, "Oh, how do you get so many, man?" And then they try to sell it. They try to sell their stacks.
Yeah.
Like $20 or whatever it was. I had a friend in primary school who did that with the Dragon Ball Z discs. He bought. Well, it was I don't know. It was like a whole bunch of them. It was just kind of like, should I get it? I'm like, I don't know, man. Get it if you want.
Up to you, bro.
I ended up buying it, and I was just kind of like, yo, why would you do that?
You bought it.
Hate it.
Like
I never did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he bought it, and I was just like, man, must really want it.
I remember, man. Like you just opened that. It was Pokemon cards. That were.
Yo, this punch is actually pretty good.
What is it?
The punch set is actually pretty good.
How's the juice? Tastes good?
It's like when you put calamansi or lemon.
Mm-hmm. I just know that my egg, either it was old because I had it in there for like half an hour, or it's just I wasn't happy with my egg. Overcooked.
Not happy? Not happy? Make your own egg.
I should have. And with Pokemon cards, like, cause that was big. Cause obviously it came with Gameboy and everything. Like everything was just Pokemon. Like we can share more.
Did you guys find a Gameboy?
I had a Gameboy.
I sound like I had the worst childhood, man. I never had one either.
But we had Super Nintendo. We had Super Nintendo, so
yeah, it was kind of like I never had portable.
Yeah.
Device,
but
like
we had
portable gaming device. Never had one. Yeah. It was just. I feel like maybe it was just my parents being. It was their parenting method that if you're gonna play, you play at home. But then it was also like, don't bring stuff to school because you'll lose it.
You'll lose it, yeah. I remember a lot of kids would lose their Game Boy or whatever, be bawling their eyes out, and like, it's like you just lost a Game Boy, dude. Like,
yeah.
That's why I didn't bring it. Like, I got in trouble for bringing something to school once from my dad.
You can't bring that stuff to school though for us, anyways. So it's crazy that they did that there.
He got banned eventually. Yeah, like it's one of those things where too many kids start crying about it, and then the principal's like, "Okay, no Game Boys," and then so they bring the next best thing, which is like their Beyblade or something.
Yeah.
And then Beyblades got banned.
Everything that they get just gets banned because kids have fights.
It gets banned. Everything, yeah. As soon as like kids have a little sook about it, banned. Like even the girl version. Like what was the girl version of everything? I'm sure it would have got banned.
I don't know, did girls ever like collect stuff like that? Or like
no idea.
Wait, let me ask.
The only thing I remember girls having would have probably been like lots of those black bracelets.
Oh,
in
and like
school,
you can put your name on it with the little cube lettering.
Anything just
Oh,
like
that
you
too.
collect
I know what
those
you
or
mean.
anything?
Actually, I know what you mean.
There's like 50 of them.
Those black, yeah.
So apparently Tash, I asked Tash, she collected TAZOS.
Oh, okay.
Could have been like the Looney Tune ones.
What about Dragon Ball Z?
Oh, Pokemon cards.
Oh, she collected Pokemon cards too.
Yeah, but then it got banned.
Wow.
But then it got banned.
They got banned.
It would have got banned. You know, like I remember the last trade. I remember Pokemon cards. The last thing I ever did was I don't know if I was 12 or 13. I had family friends from the West Side. I traded them my Game Boy, and they gave me a folder full of holographics.
You traded
And I
your Game
remember-
Boy.
For a folder full of holographic Pokemon cards. And but there was still a trade back though. So and these guys like they were a big influence. A lot of stuff I collected, they collected, they're much older than me. But I remember like I was just showing everyone that I had this at home and everything in primary school, showing it to them. Oh, look how rare these rares. We traded back after a while because I realized maybe my mum would get upset. Where's my Game Boy? Right,
You didn't even. It wasn't even like your parents knew about you trading your Game Boy away.
and
Yeah,
I've done
you
some
had
serious.
to, had to be a secret.
I had to be a secret.
Yeah.
Now I'm kind of thinking if it was. Now the issue is I don't know where my Game Boy is. My mum must have sent it to Philippines because as a kid, all your stuff goes missing. You get sent to Philippines, and I know you guys
Yeah.
will relate to this.
Yeah.
Like, Mum, where's
Yeah.
my Super Nintendo? Oh, it's in Philippines.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And so
Funny story to
I don't
play
know
on
what
with
that
that. I remember.
and I'm missing a folder full of holographics, which could probably be worth money.
In the Philippines. Yeah.
The
Well,
Filipino
my friends
kids
have
were
them back
playing
now.
with it.
They got the holographic cards.
Oh.
Yo, I actually remember back when we used to go to the Philippines a lot, going to like the province with my parents, and then it was like, oh, what do you guys do for fun here? Like to my cousins, I was like, oh yeah, what do you guys do for fun? And like, oh, we can play PlayStation. I was like, you guys have a PlayStation?
And you would have been like, you like the first day, the first like 2 weeks of the trip, you would have had nothing to do.
Yeah.
And then you're probably thinking in your head, why didn't you tell me in day
You
one
guys
you
are
had a
holding out
PlayStation?
on me.
You tell me now?
And then it's funny because like probably at that time PS2 had already come out and I've already got a
Yeah.
PS2. And
Yeah.
so like, oh sweet. I'm thinking in my head, it's a PS2. You know, like it's a PlayStation 2. And then we get to the TV and then oh, okay, let me plug it in. And then they give you the gray controller because that was what the PS1 has, right? PS2 has the black controller. PS1 has the gray controller. And you look at it and you're like, this looks familiar.
I know this mark.
Yeah.
I know where that, I
The-
know that
The
scratch.
way the way I'm holding it in my hand, this feels like I've held you before.
Yeah, and then you're looking at the buttons like, it's worn out exactly the same way my old one used to be worn out.
And then later down the track, you're like, and then you find out it's like, oh yeah, mom sent the PS1 to them because you know you're not using it anymore. But
Yeah. I caught my mom doing it. Like, 'cause you know those Balikbayan boxes?
Yeah.
I remember, it might have been one of my PlayStations. Could have been my first one.
yeah,
And I remember they were packing it, and I was sort of going through it. I was just looking at the stuff that they got. A lot of it was like food and snacks,
or
and
like
then there
old
was a whole lot
clothes.
of and then the whole lot of clothes and stuff. I remember going through it, and I sort of like tossed some clothes around, and I was like, "Huh, that's my PlayStation." What's that doing in there? And then so I asked my mom, and I was just like, Mom, my PlayStation's in the box. How come it's in the box? Is that box going to the Philippines? Or are you just putting it away? She goes, no, it's going to the Philippines. I said, but how come my PlayStation's in there? You don't use it anyway. I said, Yeah, I know, but like,
My
you
PlayStation.
didn't even ask me. It's like, even if I wasn't using it, I was still hurt, bro. I was still hurt inside.
Like
Like, like
so
there's
the
no hope I
shock,
was gonna
the
end
shock
using
of
it
like,
anyway.
how could you take this away from me?
Yeah, man.
It's so like, and you don't know. So like, I was telling CJ earlier, like, if I don't see something, I'll forget I have it. But when I do remember, I'm like, what? So I was like, hey, Ma, where's my Super Nintendo? The Philippines. What? like, I remember when this, what?
It was
And
gone
like,
before you could even say
like-
anything.
like sometimes she'll ask me about my toys. I'm like, all right, Ma, you can send it because I'm not using it. But like, those kind of big things, I was like, when I got my PS2 as well, I was, where did my PS1 go? Like,
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
I don't think I've even until now I've asked about it. I've only just realized where'd my PS1 go. Like,
They knew, man. They
definitely
knew.
in Philippines. It's like, because I remember like seeing some stuff like my cousins, like they got clothes, and I was like, that's where my Nike shirt was.
Yeah. Or even
first
now,
time I
like,
went-
Hey, if you guys are listening at home, Paul is the type that would wake up in the middle of the night and be like, "Where's my Nike shirt?"
yeah, he'll just. Oh, that's right. Where is it? Oh, I haven't worn that in a while. Like when he just remembers. Like even if he hasn't worn it in a while, he will just remember it, and it will keep him up for the rest of the night.
So most likely your cousins in the Philippines are wearing that shirt.
Because like, no, I remember I was like, first time I went, I was 12, and I was like, oh, that was like one of my favorite blue Nike shirts. You've got it. And like, but
Wait,
we're
hold on,
all
before you
happy
go
to
on.
give our stuff.
Before you go on, was it your favorite because he's wearing it?
No, it was just like,
it only
it was
became your
Nike.
favorite after.
hey,
Yeah.
when you're
You
like
realize
10,
how good it looks.
when you're 10, 11, you start to develop like a brand sense, and you
Yeah.
get your first like Nike shirt because it's like, oh,
yeah.
that's my Nike shirt, you know,
Yeah,
like you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
and I was just like, yeah, I remember because even like I know like all of us, we're happy to send Balikbayan boxes. I think it's just like I'm happy to send my PlayStation stuff, but just
For
tell
you
me.
guys at home, if you don't know what a Balikbayan box is, it's basically like a big care package
Some
that
white
you
box
send.
with the red writing on it.
Yeah, with like writing all over it that says like, and you send it to your relatives, and like for us, we send it to the Philippines, but it has like corned beef. It always has
got,
corned
like,
beef for some reason.
Half of it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
stacked
the
with
corned beef
spam and
is,
corned
yeah.
beef.
Spam
Let's
and
be
corned
honest.
beef,
And
yeah.
then cheddar cheese.
Cheddar cheese, and the milk, the dried milk,
Yeah, powdered milk.
and then it's just topped up with clothes so you can pat it down so it doesn't get damaged.
Hand me down.
Yeah.
and then what you get in return is like Tang, freaking
Yeah.
Coffee Mate. You get a whole bunch of Filipino stuff. It stays in your pantry forever.
Yeah.
you don't even only your parents like use it.
Oh man, it's fun. Like there's like I know it's a bit older. Like the stuff that gets sent to Philippines. I remember I bought an expensive pair of jeans when I was like 18, and I think I grew. And then like my legs looked too big for it in like under a year, and I was like, oh, I gave it to my cousin, and they were like $100 or something. And 18, $100 is a lot. He was trying
In
it
the
on, and he was. No, I bought it here,
Oh, you bought it here. Okay.
but I grew out of it within a year. I just kind of like some random growth spurt. Like my legs were too thick.
Yeah.
And he was trying it on. He's like, "Oh wow, like this fits perfectly." And I'm just sitting in my head. I'm thinking, "Bro, this could have been Kmart jeans, and it wouldn't even matter to you. Like, do you know what you're putting on
Yeah,
right now? This is a good pair of jeans, my brother.
Yeah,
like, this ain't
that-
Kmart."
That's what happens. That's what happens in the Philippines. So when you go to the Philippines, right, and they try something on of yours, and they tell you, "Wow, this is really
I
nice."
really like this one.
You might as well say goodbye to it at that point, because that just means it's going to a new home.
I remember. I actually remember
Every time.
going back on the trips thing. On the way home, like obviously my mum would buy like heaps of snacks and like stuff to bring home, and obviously there's like no space in our luggage. So I remember my mum would start giving away my clothes to my uncles because I'm big, right? I'm big as a kid. I'm big,
Right.
so it fits them perfectly. Like, cause they're skinny, slender. And I remember it was like, "Oh, you don't need this shirt. This shirt just give to them. It's like,
yeah,
where's
she'll
my
hold it
clothes
up
going?
and she'll be like, oh, it's too small. We'll give that one away.
Yeah. And because I was a chubby kid, like some of the clothes were, a bit more fitted on me. So she was like giving it away to like my uncles and stuff. And it's just like, so I don't have any clothes now. And we get home, and I open the suitcase, and my luggage out of everyone else's luggage is full of the snacks and food, while they still get to keep their clothes,
You know what's funny about that though? Like, going to the Philippines, did you guys have the same problem of we were bringing so much back to the Philippines, and like you have this issue like weighing your luggage and like putting it all the stuff like in there,
hand carry,
and everything. Like trying to get all the spam across.
It's like everybody had like usually the airlines is like 7 kilos of hand carry, but you have 2 bags that are like almost 10 kilos each, are full of chocolate and stuff like that.
And just so people understand,
hand carry, plus like somehow whatever's in your pockets. They're like, we have to just get it across somehow.
And like, I'm sure other people do this for when they visit their relatives in other countries. I'm sure it's not limited to Filipinos, but it's such a big part of our culture. It's called pasalubong. Like when you go to the Philippines, you have to bring so many gifts, and then when you come back, your family here,
you got to bring gifts.
You're buying things for them. Like, and I think that's such a. I'm sure it's like that for other cultures, but us, it's just very expected. Like pasalubong and stuff like. Yeah. I remember like one of my greatest gifts that I got from Philippines at the time when I was like 8 or 9. I never went.
It was probably fake, wasn't it?
We got yeah.
He's like, hey, do you have anything for my Balikbayan?
Well, she's like, wait, Paul, are you still using your PlayStation?
I'm gonna ask her where that went.
The laptop you're using, can I send to the Philippines?
that one that you're using now.
You know what I am?
And he's just like, I'm using it.
They don't need it. Start taking it.
With your PS1, I got one of my favorite gifts that I ever got. This is before Time Zone. Was getting Dance Dance Revolution on PlayStation 1.
Yes.
And with the map.
With a chipped PlayStation, right? We all had chipped PlayStation.
Had to be.
Had to be chipped. You ain't spending that money in Kmart or whatever.
I've never bought, like when I had a PS1, I never bought a real game. Like,
oh no, never. Why would you? Why?
I can't believe it, man.
$100, even if it cost $50 at the time.
I can't believe that. You pay some dodgy person to ship your PlayStation.
At the market, at the daddy market.
You know what else he used to do? He used to try to find the next person who was going to the Philippines. So you send them a list of games. You had that list. You find that list, make it as big as you can, send it to them. They find the games for you, you come back home, or it's the holidays.
Yeah.
Those listening, if you had a PlayStation 1 growing up, did you chip your PlayStation? And where did you chip your PlayStation? I chipped mine at some guy's house down the road from my friends. And I remember I'm like some 8-year-old kid sitting in some guy's lounge room looking through like just a list of games. It's like, God could have like kidnapped me at any moment.
Yeah, he had that.
I'm by myself.
I remember like when I got my PS1, my dad was like, "Oh, look in the trading post for someone to chip it." And so it was like you just look in the trading post. I don't know if you guys remember the trading post, but it was just like basically Gumtree, but on newspaper.
Yeah.
And it was just like, okay, look for the guy that'll chip it for us. And it was like $50 to chip.
Yeah, so cheap. So cheap. I remember actually when I got mine chipped, I think it was, I don't know if yours was, it might have been with another family friend. But we went to some Filipino guy's house. And I was kind of just like, what are we doing here? to my parents. Like, it was just my parents. Like, what the heck are we doing here? And turns out, so then they went and they spoke to, I think they were Filipino at the time. So they were talking or whatever it was. And I was in the living room, I was playing PlayStation.
Yeah.
The owner's PlayStation. And then a couple minutes passed and I got my PlayStation back from like my parents came out with my PlayStation. I was kind of like, huh? How come you have my PlayStation? You know, and then it turned out that they chipped it for me without me like having to ask for it.
Wow.
So they were dodgy before I could even be dodgy. Because they knew, man, we're gonna have to be buying games for this kid. We might as well get it chipped and like not have to buy the expensive ones.
That's so funny because I remember when, like, because my friends, my older friends, they told me about it, where to do it, it's down the road from their friends. Like, but I remember they were like, "Be careful, it's illegal."
Yeah.
They were telling me that police officers have a scanner. So if you ever have like a police rock up to your house, hide your PlayStation because if they scan it, you'll get in trouble. You can go to jail. So I was always like, "Oh man, like hide my PlayStation if it gets found out."
Yeah.
Man.
And then so anyway, you go to the Philippines, you buy all the fake games.
Yeah.
And bring it home, and it was just like, man, I love the Philippines.
That was the one thing you look forward to, like going to the Philippines. It's like knowing that you're coming home with a stack of games.
And new clothes, if it was possible.
So we ended up buying my PlayStation 2 that was cracked in the Philippines.
So
and we brought it back.
Yeah, you bypassed.
Yeah, so my dad was totally convinced. He was like, "Yeah, we're gonna get a PlayStation. We're gonna get it from the Philippines because why get one here? It's so hard to get a crack chip. So that we gotta learn to start. Yeah, we gotta get it from the Philippines. Like, yeah, we got it. It's pretty funny, man.
You know what that just reminds me of? It just reminds me of like coming home with a Videoke. Magic Like I don't know if like
they used to look for the chips.
The chip,
the chip in the Philippines. Only in the Philippines you could get it for some reason, and it'd have the whole catalog of songs. Even though
folder,
your dad only
and
sang
like,
songs,
and
like
the paper in the book was premium. It wasn't like it was like cardboard. Yeah,
it was a thick, printed. It wasn't like bless you, boy. It wasn't like pen. Printed, thick.
Yeah.
Well, that was.
But I just remember like there would always be a Videoke machine, like a Videoke microphone coming home with us as well. Like, every trip. And maybe it wasn't for us, but it was definitely for like my auntie or my uncle that lives here. Like
it was just the way it was, man. You had to spread, because that was the source of fun. You had to just spread it around to everybody. Because also they did like family gatherings. Yeah. Like I know ours always fired up the Videoke. And then you got forced to sing when you were a kid. And you're like, can't sing.
And then the first song is always like "My Way" or something like.
I did it my way.
Or like a Celine Dion song or something.
Something like that. Hey, I know, like we're still on this topic. I'm just thinking about karaoke, and I'm thinking of we all had Filipino food today. We're talking about Philippines. It's that childhood Filipino stuff that we've gone through. And I just thought of something really funny where karaoke mixed, like we ate Super Rapsa today, but there was a place here in the southeast of Melbourne where it mixed Filipino food and karaoke, and it was iconic. Do you guys know who I'm talking about?
You lost me.
My mom's house? Or your mom's house? Or CJ's mom's house?
Tia Maria's.
In Daniel?
Oh, I never went.
You guys never went?
No.
Oh, man. That place was just like parties on Saturday, karaoke, and Filipino food, man.
Actually, I had heard of it, but I don't think, we never went to
like, I never knew they did
because
that.
it was like, why go there if we can just... Same thing as today. I felt so weird buying Filipino food because it's like, we got it at home.
Yeah.
Or I can just go to my mom's house.
Yeah, that's a funny
thing. In a heartbeat, she'll freaking make it.
You know, that's the funny thing, right? It's like, you go out with your friends, and they're like, yo, I feel like Korean food. Oh, yo, I feel like hot pot. Or like, yo, I feel like Korean fried chicken. Has like any of your friends ever been like, yo, I could go adobo right now?
Oh.
If they're not I could go for say adobo.
Yo, I could go for a pancit right now.
No,
you guys said that to me? I'd be like,
only people who know. Only people who know. And you're it's just noodles. Like
the one thing
people
would say is like I could go a halo. Like I do hear that.
Yeah.
But like anything else.
Hit.
But over like
It's
But
like,
over
I could
those
really
other,
go some
like-
chicken joy with spag. Like what?
Yeah. No one's feeling it because it's like no one says, oh man, could go some dinuguan right now. Like that could, boy. No one craves it.
That being said, if you want to send us some dinuguan, I think Paul would love to try it. Just comment down below.
Have you had it, Paul? You've had it, yeah?
I think I've tasted it. I just this did not sit well with me. I'll tell you that. But man, like, I just know, like, hey, did you guys get to like try all the takeouts when you got to Philippines as a kid?
Should we tell the viewers what dinuguan is then?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, we should.
Can you tell them? Because you know,
is like, it's famously known as chocolate pudding. Hey Tash.
Yep.
Hey Tash.
It's not deceptive at all.
So if you
like-
so if
do
you got
you
a
like
Filipino
chocolate
friend, ask them what dinuguan is, and they'll tell you exactly. They'll tell you which chocolate meat, and yeah, pretty much if
Delicacy.
it's chocolate meat.
Delicacy.
But
Yeah,
it's basically like, yeah, it takes all the innards of, I don't know, is it pork or beef? I think it's a mix.
I think it's beef.
Beef?
I think it's pork.
I think it's
I think we don't know.
Mystery meat. But
Hey man,
it's
we
like chopped up.
raised in Australia.
Yeah.
We're Filipinos raised in Australia. We're quite second gen. We're third culture
I think
kids.
it's beef.
I think it's pork.
The blood.
I'm pretty sure it's pork.
Yeah,
Is-
they use pork blood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Pig's
alright.
We'll
I'll
have a
never-
look after. If you guys
You're
know,
probably right.
comment
You're
down below.
probably I just eat it, man. I
Yeah.
just eat it, and I love it.
Oh man, that's incredible. And like, just with Filipino food, anything else that you guys really dug into when you went as a kid?
Nah. I think I just. It's been ages since I've been back.
Yeah.
It's been
Right.
ages. It's been
I
more
would
than 10
like to go
years,
back
so-
actually. Like now as an adult, like I think I would have a better appreciation for the type of cuisine it is and what they have.
Yeah, I need to go back by myself without my parents. I think
Yeah.
that's because then I can
Because
actually explore
for
and
me,
not
right?
stay at my tita's or grandma's
Yeah.
place the whole 4 weeks.
Yeah. And I think for me, right, it's like I'm the type that's down to try anything. And I know
Yeah.
I won't be able to try anything when my mom is there because she's gonna be like, "Hey, don't eat that. It's dirty." It's like,
Yeah.
Mom, you grew up eating this. I'm like,
Yeah.
you grew up eating this.
This is your food,
Yeah.
man. Tell me.
Like,
Tell me
It's funny you
what-
say it's dirty. Like, Philippines actually have like dirty ice cream. It's called dirty ice cream. The guy that rolls by on his little
Yeah.
trolley. It's called dirty ice cream. And yeah, if he sells it and you eat it, yeah, what can
Hey,
I?
speaking of ice cream, do you guys have dessert?
Yes.
I do have ice cream.
Yeah.
I've got heaps of ice cream.
I have
got
dessert.
heaps. Do you want some ice cream?
I'm kind of full from, like, you know when you have a banh mi the whole day and it's kind of like, it lasts you. It lasts you the whole day. You know, when you have it in the
Yeah.
morning, it just lasts you. It's a hearty meal. It's one of those.
Banh mi is the sandwich of sandwiches. I feel like
I love it.
it is. Yeah, it's a classic because of the French baguette, and then got that Asian influence in there. So yeah,
What,
Yeah,
what do you
but
got there, C?
you know, have you guys actually tried Boba Bar's drinks?
Oh,
me.
Yeah.
No, I haven't tried this one yet. Let me try this.
I'm gonna give it a
Interesting.
try.
So we've got Boba Bar here. They've given us another special
What is it?
drink.
Did they tell you guys what it is?
It is cinnamon.
Oh, cinnamon. It is too.
Mm. Yo,
Well, I'm liking the jelly.
like usually cinnamon is overpowering, but the cinnamon in
Subtle.
this is like it's nice and balanced. Nice and balanced.
I could like smash this whole thing right now.
I actually did get a dessert, by the way, guys.
What'd you get?
We're speaking on Filipino cuisine. Again, what I really originally wanted, they didn't have, so I just got something quite classic from Super Rapsa.
Oh,
A slice of ube cake.
Are you gonna share that with your mum?
I might give him some. Yeah, I just got one slice.
Yeah, did she ask before? Was she kind of like, let me know when you start the ube cake, yeah? And then
I don't think she knows I have it.
And then she's
I don't
going to
think
wait
she
for you
knows
to
I
leave
have
the room and take your laptop and put it in the Balikbayan box.
I'm gonna see if it's actually good though, because they can be dry and bad and spongy.
While Paul is tasting that, for all your boba needs at home, DIY ISO kits are actually coming out soon. Yo.
Hey?
Did you hear? Did they tell you?
That they're doing the DIY kits, right?
Yeah, it's coming out next week.
Because they sold out for last time.
Yeah, so there's actually a restock coming back. And we're actually going to do something special for our listeners at home with the ISO kit. So if you looking at our Instagram and our posts, we'll give you more information about that. But there is a little giveaway that we're giving away. An ISO kit, I think it's going to be an ISO kit.
Yeah, it'll be an ISO kit.
Yeah. So
what if there's no more isolation?
Well, it's still a DIY. Well, then you can make boba for your friends.
You can still do it yourself.
Yeah.
I'm just teasing the word ISO. This is good. I like the jelly
for all your ISO needs to make boba bar.mel, they're coming through with the good drinks. So these are good drinks.
This is a new flavor.
They also do catering. So once we're out of this ISO, you need something to hit up your birthday, wedding, any kind of event.
Post ISO dinner.
Post ISO, yeah, man. Post ISO celebration. Hit these guys up. They'll do catering for you guys. It's just a setup. So it's just like a table of empty cups. All your flavored teas. You can choose as many as you want. I think there's actually different packages there you can choose from. But the setup's it's on point. So hit them in the Instagram. The link's going to be below. And have a look at the page and maybe order an ISO kit.
And if you're wondering what kind of flavors you'll get with boba bar, it's pretty much boba. Everyone loves it, with a bit of fusion with Filipino culture and Filipino flavors. And what we love about the owner or what boba bar is, they're always pushing the boundary when it comes to different flavors and tastes, and they're always experimenting. So, which is one thing I really think about. There's a lot of initiative and a lot of inspiration coming towards it, where these new flavors, these things you don't just see when you walk into Coles or something like that. So it's real fun, and you get to taste something Filipino. Like we were saying before, I could go a Filipino boba, as opposed to just saying I want Korean.
True.
But yeah, if you guys have anything that you want us to try, comment down below. We're actually game. Restrictions are starting to ease up. We have more freedom to do a little bit more.
Yep.
So comment down below, legit comment down below. We will 100% try it the next week, if not the week after, depending on where it is and how we can get our hands on it.
Comment first come first serve kind of thing.
Well, if you guys know a place, tell us the place, and we'll go hit it up and get some food and do the review, do the marketing.
If it's your own business as well, hey, if you're own some small food restaurant, let us know.
We're based in Melbourne, so I haven't been in Melbourne.
for now, we might be able to fly out soon. But
pay for our flight even to come to you. We'll do it.
I think we should wrap things up here. Hey guys.
Yeah,
sounds good.
I think it's time to close up shop. I think it's been a good dinner. I know it's weird. Again, with Filipino food, we can just get it at home kind of thing.
Maybe for you guys that have gone to Super Rapsa or gone to a Filipino cuisine, I think it'll have more of an effect on you guys, as in more of a wow factor. But for us, because it's so close to home, it's kind of it's nothing special.
You know what?
Not hating on the dish itself or what's been given to us, but it's so normal for us that it doesn't jump out. It doesn't come off the page. You're oh my gosh, this is crazy.
I would say though, I think it was actually quite good for cost wise. I don't think it was quite I think it was good cost wise overall. Hey, $10 for a silog dish, that's all right. You know,
Yeah,
like
well, here's one positive. If we had nothing bad to say about it, it tastes close enough to home cooked, and that it's really good, and everybody loves home cooked food.
Yeah.
yeah.
So they're doing something right. Good job.
So that's a wrap on Super Rapsa.
Oh!
All right, guys. Like always, remember to wear a mask and wash your hands. Comment down below. Like, subscribe, do all the good stuff for us. Follow our Instagram page. And keep up with your friends, because that's what you got to do in these kind of weird, funny times.
That's it. Keep up with us as well.
All right. Peace.
Later!
Out!